Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Play Final Fantasy II. This is the first video in the series, and of course we will be playing a no shop challenge. All of my items will be obtained through loot, through chests, or through enemies. It's a very fun game to go through, and personally, I'm hoping this goes very well. So let's get started. We'll just be using the default names. I really don't have any opinion on them. So anyway, a long-lived peace. You know what? You can read that. So this game is more unique compared to every other Final Fantasy in that you raise stats by using them. For example, doing damage with physical attacks gives you a chance of your strength going up. Doing damage with magic can increase your intelligence. Taking damage will improve your HP. There is no defense stat in this game, which is, in my opinion, a bit unique. Also, evasion goes up, and pretty much the only exception to this rule is agility, which goes up based off of your agility. So it's exponential growth. Anyway, so we can't win this battle, so I won't even bother discussing much. Maria can't get killed this turn due to her being in the back row. Back row people can only be attacked separately of the front row people. But yeah, we're doomed. And then we died. So anyway, here's Minwu. He's a fun chap. That's the guy who walked up to the corpse in the center. Firian's corpse. And he is our first and probably the second best guest character we'll be getting in the entire game. Now, don't get me wrong, others are good for their time, except in terms of raw power, though, he's just number one. And now he leaves, and we can begin. So here's Firian. He, of course, just got healed. Leon, Maria, and Guy. We will not be seeing Leon in a while. But we still have good old Maria and Guy to help us. So, early on, one of the early priorities for this run is to get a lot of HP on everyone. Just because at the moment we can't really survive any hits, which is bad. Very, very bad. So first we'll go and bother Hilda, which we're required to do. Yes, we regained our strength, thank you very much. However, we want to go fight the Empire. Don't lie, Hilda. We will end up your strongest, most reliable troops. Unlike Minwu here. Minwu's good, but we'll surpass him too, I just know it. Okay, so here's the password system. Another mostly unique thing, I mean, they kind of do it with event clicks, but in this, Wild Rose is the symbol of the rebellion, so of course we're going to want it a lot. It will indicate to allies of the rebellion that we are allies to the rebellion. Now, thank you, Minwu. Yeah, he's just telling us about sanctuaries. We don't really care. So now we can go on to more impressive matters. So you see that's an item shop. We can't use it. We'll take the northern exit just to show it's a bit weird. Here's the inn. Nothing here. I'm going for loot if you can't tell. I missed a potion back in the castle actually, so da-da-da-da. Okay, sorry. Not Final Fantasy, that's different. Yeah, Gordon... where is Gordon? I don't care. Gordon is pretty depressing. So, without further ado, I guess, let's do stuff. I mean, if you can't tell, this is somewhat after the fact. Everyone's equipping weapons right now. We're going to get rid of Maria's weapons and stuff and put her in the front row. So she can get some actual training done with fists, because fists are a pretty nice weapon. Firion misses. One thing that is very frustrating for some reason is that Firion is very inaccurate at the beginning. I don't know why, he misses a lot compared to Guy and Maria, which just, ugh. I mean, I guess I shouldn't complain, this is early. Anyway. So yeah, Maria has taken 7 damage and Firion more. So Firion gets some stamina, Maria gets some stamina. Stamina increases the amount of HP you get per round, I guess. Lacking a better term. So it's a per HP up. That's better. So it's good. Ends also cost depending on how much HP and MP you're going to recover from it. So it's 1 gil for every 4 HP and 1 for every MP. It's 1 for every 4 HP. I said that right? I'm sorry, I'm just derping. I think Maria would do better with the bow. Plus she could attack Firion and Guy and artificially initiate their HP ups. Or herself, because she only has 20 and that's horrid. Firion gets a sword level and a shield level. Guy gets an axe level. So with every weapon level that you get, you can get one more one more attack of it. And with magic, you get one more casting of it. And I mean, we won't be using magic for a little bit, just because there's not a lot to be looted until about I'd say 1 dungeon. In the first dungeon we won't be able to utilize magic, just because. Well, other than Minwu, which we'll be getting as a guest. Unfortunately, we've been getting unlucky and Maria's going last. Just showing off. See, he has 2 70% accuracy hits. He has 19% chance of evading 1 enemy attack, and 23 of evading 1 enemy magic attack. He has 2 sword, 2 shield, yeah. What else can I describe? I guess Firion is pretty decent. I mean, you can't go wrong with him. He's very, very balanced. At the start, I mean. By the end, he'll be very much a melee character, because we don't want him going into Maria's job. Maria is kind of a contrast. She is very much built for... She's very built for range. She only has 55% accuracy, but we haven't really seen that go into play. 10% evasion and 20% magic defense for 1 attack each. No weapon levels, low HP, and actually low physical attacks compared to Firion here, which is much better. Now, the reason Firion's doing better is his shield levels, but whatever. Guy is very much supposed to be your physical brute, but I don't want to describe him anymore. Let's go find some more people to kill. Come on. Give me something with more than 2 people. Maria will never get an attack off. See? This can be frustrating. I mean, if we just encountered a 3 enemy or 4 enemy, then it would be so much better than what we have now. Anyway, so Firion... Okay, we're just gonna have everyone attack themselves at this point. Firion's down to 3 HP, and there's enemy escape. Enemies can occasionally escape, and Maria can't hit herself. I'm sorry. Enemies occasionally escape if they feel like you're much more powerful than them. which is a nice mechanic. Oh, Furion gets HP, Strength, Stamina. Maria gets a bow level, a HP up, and stamina. Anyway, so it's a interesting mechanic, the escaping. It can be annoying because you don't get experience, I think. Sorry, it's been a little bit since I've played this, so shows how long it's been. Anyway, we have to go to the sanctuary here to bring Guy back to life. So he's too strong to attack himself. He'll kill himself. And once we have enough HP, we'll be able to more safely do this. But right now we need to force at least stamina ups. If not that, then HP ups. Because each one we induce will benefit us in the long run. Unfortunately, people are revived at 1 HP, so we have to drop by the end. Not the armor shop. And this will be a reoccurring theme, is me going. And indeed, this is probably best described as a pre-grinding video, in that we need to get set up first, because we can't use potions, we can't use basic spells, so we're stuck with our third option, which is a lot of firepower. I'm sorry, a lot of HP and firepower. And this will be a reoccurring thing, especially because armor is almost a non-existent drop. So pretty much all of ours will be derived from what we managed to obtain from others. Anyway, now one thing to mention about status effects, now that I'm thinking about it. Guy, this is the second time Guy's been poisoned, and the major thing with that is poison deals a small amount of damage per turn. However, since it's not really percentage based, it's just pathetic. I mean, it's funny when later on we see Guy, I guess, being poisoned and then only taking 10-20 damage before the end of the battle from it when he has a couple hundred. And that can change things, but usually not that significantly. Anyway, just checking stats. I'm sorry. Yeah, I guess I'll go over Guy a bit more, though I don't have the stat screen open. Guy is very slow. He's the slowest of our starting members, and indeed, if we go by his starting agility, he's the slowest person in the game. By far. So, his main advantage is he has a very good strength and stamina. I mean, he'll literally be outclassing everyone's HP for forever. So, he uses axes, which, I mean, everyone will branch out some, but Guy will probably see the most, because we want to keep him on the most damaging weapon at the time. Furion, on the subject of weapon equipment, Furion's probably going to stick with swords for a bit, just because swords are okay. The blood sword, which will be getting close to the end of the game, is the best weapon in the game for the final boss. So we're gonna really need it. So we want him to maximize his hits with it by training swords now. Because if he even manages just to get it to level, I'll be fair, 10, then we can use that a lot. However, I want him to use fists. So, choose that as you will. Anyway, actually I remember, I want him to attack himself and not kill himself. So, everyone will punch themselves to death, except for Maria, which will fail to hit herself with any weapon. And I forgot to... great, I must have equipped him with his broadsword. Stupid. Oh well, guess to bring him back to life. Also, you notice Maria is now our face, which... yeah, anyway. Axe, no. He'll only use his bare hands so he doesn't kill himself again. Which is good for everyone involved. Except the enemies. They probably won't like the fact that he isn't killing himself. So, oh well. I guess time to drop by the inn. Because inn powers are fun. I don't know what to say. Not much else right now. I mean, I guess I'll just go with more strategy stuff. Right now, HP is kind of needed because we don't have any armor to speak of. So that's the main reason why we're so focused on getting that. Yeah, this is a ambush if you didn't guess, but oh well. Furion, oh good, only 18 damage. Now let's hope he doesn't die. However, he's lost almost all his HP, so that's pretty much a guaranteed HP level up. Which is a very nice thing. Though Maria needs it more. But, oh well. Maria and Guy can be manly men punching and killing and doing whatever. And Maria took 12 more damage, so she's probably going to get it too. And Furion's dead. So long guaranteed HP. Well, no. Maria's going to get it. Hey, kitty. There's a cat here next to me. So anyway. This cat will be annoying. So I apologize to those who do not like hearing cats. You are going to hear cats. Maria gets some HP at least, which she needs. Guy gets some HP, because Guy is Guy. Yeah, see, Maria's now has more HP than Furion, which will not last. I mean, Maria's very much not going to get the damage HP, unlike Guy and Furion, which has a decent chance of doing it against bosses. Since she's in the back row, she probably won't see any use of her evasion skill. So, I mean, evasion levels up very, very slowly, so yeah, but well. Reviving Furion again. As a recurring thing, Furion dies a lot. It's just because, I mean, I know I should give him better armor, just Maria, in the end, will be our main mage, and Guy will be our main fighter. I mean, Furion's job is to hold the blood sword in the final battle, which is kind of dull. I mean, it's a necessary job, but totally not a good job. Well, I guess with this, we'll have healed up again and ready to go out and watch Furion get killed, probably, knowing his luck. Yay, preemptive strike against goblins. Oh, I'm sorry. You all remember goblins from Final Fantasy I? How fun they were? Oh, those were the days. When enemies would kill you for no good reason. I'm sorry, they killed you because you're you. Except for goblins. Goblins were too weak to kill. So they were kind of just bros in that regard, I guess. Oh well. Furion gets some stamina, Maria gets some HP. Maria has the most HP in the party, wow. Furion isn't doing that well, but I mean, once he starts getting HP ups, his stamina's gone up quite a bit, I know that. Oh well, we'll have Maria attack Furion for safety reasons. Just because, okay, goodbye Gobby. Thank you, bow fist users, for missing. Okay, that can be frustrating. Which is pretty much this challenge can be very frustrating. I mean, once you get in the middle of things and everything is set up, it's a lot easier, but say if I did what we're supposed to be doing right now, there's a pretty good chance I died because I don't have any equipment. I guess as a contrast, though, we'll have a lot of money running around. Oh, and Furion got an unarmed level, some HP, some stamina. A guy gets some HP and stamina, thus preventing Maria somehow surpassing both of them. Furion barely inches out ahead. Good for you, Furion. So anyway, into healing. So I guess beyond the blood sword, a lot of swords also have some pretty nice effects. I mean, there's the ancient sword, which can inflict curse, which halves defense of enemies. So, I mean, if you're gonna complain about that, then you're really picky. Don't want to enter again. Anyway, and I can't remember if the elemental swords are in it. It's been a while. I'll have to check. But yeah, a lot of the swords are just pretty nice. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you didn't notice, I didn't mention Furion's death. That's because I don't really care about Furion. He's pretty useless in the grand scheme of things. I mean, we have Maria, which is going to be our main healer and our mage. And we have Guy, which is our main physical attacker, so no really need to add Furion into that mix. Okay, so Guy kills the Hornet. He'll probably get a HP boost, but let's be safe by hitting, no chance. Maria gets a bow level, and some HP, and some stamina. Guy gets an unarmed level, and a shield level, and some HP, and some strength, and some stamina. He gets a lot. And that shield level will help, because, as I mentioned before, evasion goes up with it, along with effective agility, which is important for someone with no agility, like, you know, Guy. Anyway, back to revive Furion again.